Okay, so what is this makeup? You get an empty compact and it can be multiple sizes. This one is empty, it's got 2 pages. They all come with a mirror on the inside. They have different sizes. This one is a little bit larger and it has 3 pages and it's full of makeup, and all the makeup is magnetic and customizable. In getting a color match, I'll be recommending the colors that are gonna be right for your face, and you're gonna upload a selfie to me. You can text the word #match to the number on the screen right here. Once I take a look at your face, I'm gonna recommend certain colors for you, and then once you are able to shop for those colors, they all come in these little individual tins just like this. These are some of the tins. They're so pretty, the packaging is gorgeous. This is the Bella Bronzer, it's so beautiful. So you're gonna slide these little snap it right into your compact. Essentially what I like to do is I like to keep my cream colors on the top layer of my compact, and then on the second half of it, I will add my powder. All of our eyeshadows will come in these neat little envelope bags. This is Trust eyeshadow. You can see it's printed on the back. It'll tell you the color, and then that's magnetic as well. All right, let's get started with the makeup. I just have to first say it's important that you prep and prime your skin. Our Seint Moisturizing Cream, this guy right here, is like the holy grail. It's got like a little airless pump top on the top. A little product will dispense out the top. Just swipe it off with your fingers. I like to keep it just in my fingertips, and then I'll just sort of dot it all over my face and work it into the skin. Some people just use it once a day, some people twice a day. But again, your skin will tell you how thirsty it is. Wait maybe 5 or 10 minutes before you apply your makeup. It does not contain any kind of SPF. Sometimes I like to mix my sunscreen with my Seint Moisturizing Cream. Okay, now my moisturizer is completely absorbed into my skin. My skin feels amazing. It feels ready for makeup. And honestly, when the skin underneath is in great shape, the makeup's just gonna look that much better. Now I'm gonna start applying my main foundation. In our language, we call those highlights, and I'll recommend 3 of them for you that are gonna make up the totality of your face. And really, it's just paint by number on where they belong. Once you have it down, it's so easy. Whenever you're applying the makeup, using the Seint brushes is pretty essential because they're made for cream. You can see how dense the bristles are. A lot of companies will formulate like a light wear or a full coverage or light coverage. Our makeup is very universal, and it can be either of those things or any level in between along the spectrum of light to full coverage. And really, how to achieve that is by the choice of a brush. If you want a full coverage look, you're gonna grab a buff brush just like this. You can see that the density of the bristles is really, really dense. It's gonna sit on your face. It's gonna be a little bit higher opacity, more full coverage. If you want a light coverage, just sort of a dusting and blurring of color on your face, this brush here is called the blend brush, and I love it for that purpose. So I'm gonna use the buff brush today. The lightest color that I'm gonna use on my face, my lightest highlight, is really just a brightener, and I'm just gonna pop it right here and right here, basically focusing this along if I was wearing a pair of swimming goggles, okay? Like tiny, just little swimming goggles under the eyes. I would also put this color along my eyelids just to prep for eyeshadow. A lot of people have broken capillaries and just redness around the nostrils and underneath the nose, so I'm gonna brighten there. I'm also gonna put just a tiny little bit of this lightest color in the center of my chin, and I've done just a tiny bit in the in-between of, so a little goes a long way. I'm like literally just dry brushing this on. I'm gonna flip the brush around now, and now I'm gonna use the larger end and the medium color, and this is sort of my ski mask area. So that's kind of how I like to think about it, is ski mask area is that second area. You could maybe go around the mouth a little here, just a little bit. And then finally, the last color, which is the darkest color. What we're looking to do is to kind of create that 3-dimensional look with the face, and it's going to blend into the neck and chest. You're not gonna have that heavy makeup line where it just looks like pancake. And this is your beard area. So that's just how I specifically remember it. It's like little swimming goggles, then a ski mask, and then the beard area. And that's it. Basically, contour is adding shadows to the skin to create a 3-dimensional look of your face. Because right now I'm still, even though I've got a couple different highlights on, I still look very flat in the face. There really is only one brush that I love to recommend, and it's this one. It's called the Detail Brush. It looks like a broom, okay? So the bristles are nice and flat here, and it looks like a broom. It's got a nice tiny end over here. This is the brush for contouring. Okay. Hit just the knife edge side of the tin, just like that, back and forth. And then I'm gonna put this in 4 places. The first place is I start at my inner ear and I just start tapping underneath where my cheekbone sits. You'll feel it. You just kind of tap it in there, just like that. And the second place, I'm gonna just show you like on half of my face so you can see the magic of contouring. I'm just gonna do it along my forehead a little bit, just like that, along my hairline, a little bit underneath my jawline. Again, I'm really careful to make sure that it goes under the angle of the jaw and not here up on the cheek. That's important. Okay, so you guys can see from one side to the other, this is pretty flat and this has got some nice depth. You just sort of blend it out. Hey guys, it's really not difficult. It's nothing to be afraid of. So I'm gonna do my other side of my face really quick and I'll be right back. This next step is bronzer. This is really a personal preference. So I like to put bronzer on the places on my face where the sun would naturally hit me. Just above the eyebrow here, I kind of make like a C shape, just like a C shape right around my face, just like that. I'm gonna do it just to one half of my face so you guys can see the difference. A little on my nose, because I always get a little sun on your nose. I love putting bronzer in people's compacts at the very beginning is, you know, as your skin begins to change, maybe you start getting a little bit of a summer suntan. This will extend your ability to wear your main highlight shade a little bit longer because you can just add the bronzer to it just to kind of warm yourself up. And you can see, like, again, this is just snatched and very contoured, and this is contour plus bronzer. Big difference there, in my opinion, even though it was just a subtle change, it took 2 seconds to do. Next is where we go to the candy shop and we just have a lot of fun. The lip and cheeks that we offer, we have so many of them. I think we have over 30 different shades of lip and cheeks that we've offer. We also do different seasonal shades. So always keep an eye out on our website for new ones that pop up all the time, some that have been retired that will come back temporarily. So if you have some that you've fallen in love with and they might have been retired, just keep an eye out. So I'm just gonna take and really quickly just grab a little bit on this little blend brush here. Some people like to wear their blush a little higher on the cheek back here. Some people like to wear it right in the front and the apple of their cheek. It's really just a matter of preference. I don't like rules as far as makeup goes in terms of, oh, if you're over 40, you should only wear it in a certain area. Just wear it where you like it. So again, a little goes a long way. And I love also the versatility. I'm gonna use the same color on my lips, okay? So just a little bit here. We have some that are very matte. We have some that are very glossy and sheer. This one is one of our seasonal colors called Ever Red. Comes out at Christmas time usually. I love it. I think it provides just such a natural flush to the cheek. In the tin, it looks really dark. So again, don't be afraid of the way things might look on our website. You know, some of them just sheer out so beautifully. Last step is adding illuminator. Most of the world calls it highlighter, but we call it illuminator. We have some that are creams. You can just use your finger and tap them on your skin. I personally am in love with some of our powder ones. And you just take a little bit of it on one of those dry blend brushes and you're gonna add it to that top of the cheekbone here for that really beautiful glow. Very hydrated looking. You can add a little to the bridge of the nose, maybe a little to there on the Cupid's bow. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the tutorial, but we have to set our makeup. One thing about cream-based makeup is that you have to set it. It looks like skin, it behaves like skin, but you don't want it to come off of your face and onto your clothes, and so it's really important that you set the makeup. There's a couple different ways that you can do that, and it's really a matter of personal preference as far as your skin type. If you have oily skin, I would recommend setting with powder. If you have dry skin, I would recommend setting with our setting spray. I'm kind of a combination, and I actually like the option of using both. This is the Seint setting mist, but just hold your arm away from your face and then just give it a quick, generous mist. You can either use like a quick little fan, I have one of these, or you can use the perfector sponge. Blot the makeup. You wanna just press the makeup into your skin like that. The idea is that you don't wanna remove makeup. You just wanna refine the makeup, and you're essentially just pressing it into every little pore. Once it's completely dry, you could use our Vanilla Dust setting powder. It's a great option. It comes in a tin and you can pop that into your compact, or you can use a loose powder. I prefer a loose powder, and you can either use it with the powder brush or you can use it with your perfector sponge as well. I only use it in some key spots. I like to use it in my marionette lines here and under my eyes, and then in between my brows, anywhere that you don't want to be shiny. That is how I personally set my makeup. I use the combination method. I'm excited for you guys to try this. I'm excited to get your very own compact. If you have any questions, you can message me. There's loads and loads of tutorials and trainings that I've put on my Instagram account. Lots of little miniature trainings that kind of break things down even more, but that's just the basics. And I hope you guys love this video. You can leave me a comment, or if you're shopping your color match right now, I'm just excited for you to get started, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Take care, guys.